welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video is putting essentially the entire collection of Pretty Vulgar to the test. I picked up the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette, the Early Bird. I think there may have been two though, and I may have messed up and only got one, but I don't know. I can't remember if there were two or only one, but I picked up the Early Bird one, which is what is all over my eyes with the exception of that little bit of glitter. So I went for an ice pink look today because I had an ice pink request. So I thought I will utilize the pink tones and try to do a nice pink look. And if this is not what you guys had in mind for the ice pink look, then let me know and I will be happy to do something else. I also picked up Pretty Vulgar's highlight and their bronzer, their blush, their liquid eyeliner, lipstick that I'm currently wearing, and 4 of their liquid lipsticks, which I put one on my lips during the video to put to the test, and they're all falling over, but I swatched everything. Like I even swatched out the blush, the bronzer, the highlight. I swatched all 4 liquid lipsticks, and I swatched the lipstick so you guys could see what the swatches look like, as well as how the liquid lipstick wore, which it did not, and how the lipstick wore. Now, there are some issues. The liquid lipsticks are the most comfortable liquid lipsticks I have ever put on my lips in my life, but they are not liquid lipsticks. I got 1 hour out of them before there was next to nothing left on my lips. Now they are so creamy, so moisturizing, hydrating. They did not dry down, crack up. They didn't form like that icky barrier inside your mouth. Nothing like that. They should just be called like some uber moisturizing lip gloss, because that's what they are. They're also metallic, so I know metallic is not for everyone, but they are not a liquid lip. Like, unless liquid lips are all of a sudden a 1 hour wear, which they're not. They're not a liquid lipstick at all. They're just a beautiful metallic lip gloss, and that's it. So if that's what you guys are looking for, you will be really happy with the formula because they are extremely moisturizing. You just need to reapply every hour, hour and a half, and I literally drank water from this, which has a straw, like not even from a glass, and then I hadn't eaten at that point. I ate afterwards, but I put it to the test before even applying foundation, like just while doing eye makeup, and it just went away. So there is no staying power in these liquid lips, aside from the fact that they are beautiful and they're very comfortable. They should just be called a gloss. The lipstick itself is also beautiful. So far I've had the lipstick on now for about 2 hours and it has not lost any color, any pigmentation. It is so creamy, so moisturizing. It has a great coverage. It's easy to apply, so I'm very happy with the lipstick. I'm very happy with the liquid lip as long as I tell myself it's a gloss, then it's fine. It's just, it's not a liquid lip. The blush and the bronzer, super pigmented. I put those in action for you guys. Normally it is solely an eye tutorial, but because this is like testing out the whole brand, after I did foundation, I came back on camera to apply the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. So you guys are about to see it in action. I tapped into the bronzer, tapped off my brush, like, I mean, tapped in once, tapped off my brush, and then went to apply it, and it just like grabbed on the skin. And it took blending like a mofo. And I mean blending to try to get the bronzer to blend out. At first it was like bam, orange patchiness. It was so pigmented without having the blendability. So I feel like the brand is on the right track, but they just launched too soon. And we don't have time to blend for 30 minutes when it comes down to face products. Like, there are just so many options out there. And I mean, I made it work, but oh my goodness, it took so much extra time to do my face makeup today. Like, so much extra time. You have no idea. So the bronzer took a lot of work and a lot of blending, and I never tell you guys this because it is so ridiculous, so I keep it to myself, and I do it off camera, but I use the Tom Ford bronzing brush, and this has so much give, and it bronzes, like, it's $100 and some brush, so it's absurd. I know it is. I got suckered in last year, and I just bought it when I started my channel, and I got suckered in. Okay, I did. So, but this is an amazing bronzing brush. So I'm not like chinsing out on a bronzing brush, and this like took forever to blend it out. So if this brush can't even make it blend out, I don't know what can make this bronzer blend out. And then I have the most beautiful blush brush that I've ever used. And this blush, same issue. I tapped my brush in one time, tapped off, like shook the brush, and then like barely touched my cheek. Like, I mean, the littlest pressure that you can put just to touch your skin, and it was like poof, pink. And I start in the back always to start blending out that way, and then move forward. That way you don't have that issue of like bam pink and like chipmunk cheeks. And oh my goodness, I had to blend and blend and blend. It was just, the blush and the bronzer were a nightmare to blend out. Like, I can't even tell you guys. The highlight though is beautiful. It is glowy. It is so pretty. I'm definitely keeping the highlight. This one is gorgeous. So that one ended up surprising me because obviously I started with the bronzer, then I went to blush, and both of those were like, ugh. And then I got to the highlight, and the highlight's beautiful. And I'm really sad because the packaging is gorgeous. Like, I so want these because look at them. I wanted these like top shelf for packaging because they did a phenomenal job. But I'm gonna keep the highlight, and I'm so returning the bronzer and the blush because, like I said, there's just too many options, and I don't have time to spend 30 minutes blending out bronzer and blush. And then I have to check the price point on the liquid lips because if they are really expensive, there's no point in keeping it as a gloss because the whole point in liquid lips is to get, 8 hours, 12 hours plus of wear time. You're still doing some touch-ups, obviously, but not 1 hour. 1 hour is just completely unacceptable for a liquid lip. So I'm likely returning all 4 liquid lips. But so far, I'm definitely keeping the highlight and the lipstick. These are big wins. The freaking liquid eyeliner. This was such a bomb liquid eyeliner. I did my right eye on camera for you guys, so you could also see this in action because, again, it was a full brand demonstration, and it was so incredible to line with. So then I go off camera to go do the right eye, and there was no product left. It was totally dried out. And when I opened it, it was brand new. It was jet black, and it was very, very flexible, which was like, it scared me a little bit because I ended up doing a little bit thicker line than I wanted to, but it worked out. It was fine. But then when I went to the other eye, which you guys will see because I come back on camera to show you, I put the lid on, I shake this, I do everything you can possibly do, and then I go to do this line, and no matter what, it's just dry. Nothing comes out. So I either got a faulty one or even this is bad. I don't know, but it did such a phenomenal job lining this side. Like, that's all I used on this side was this, and it was so amazing. I was so excited. And then I get to this eye and there was just nothing left. And I lined before I put the glitter on. It's not like the glitter even interfered. I put the glitter on post lining. I don't know. So this is going back. And then the palette itself, I am going to play with the palette a little bit more because today I used a few of the shades, like these two, this shade, this shade, this shade, and both of these shades to try to pull off the ice pink look for the request that I had. And I feel like the glitter is obviously making it really pop. And I did get a nice look out of it, but I feel like there wasn't as much payoff as there should be. And again, I need to go check the price point. And I do want to play with the brown tones on the bottom and see what they're like, because when I swatched them, which you're also about to see, there was so much inconsistency in the formulation in each shadow. And I'm not even talking just mattes to shimmers or metallics. Like, some mattes are so creamy, some mattes are a bit dry. Some of the metallics are so creamy, some of the metallics are a little bit dry. Some of the mattes are nice and pigmented, some of the mattes are really patchy. Like, there's so much inconsistency in each shadow. I've never seen anything like it. And these two shades are so patchy as a swatch. And when you swatch them, they look identical. But this one is like a chocolate brown, and this one has reddish brown tones in it. And this is a beautiful copper color. So, I mean, I do want to play with it a little bit more, but this doesn't fold over, which is a pet peeve of mine. You guys know that. But I do want to see if this is, I don't know. The rose gold looked really gorgeous too, which I didn't play with today. So I'm going to give this a little bit more of an attempt, see what else I can do with it before returning this. But no matter what, the brush bronzer and this is going back, or they are going back, and then depending on the price point of these, all four of those might be going back as well. So we'll see. It was a very mixed roller coaster because I really wanted to love this brand. They're cruelty free. I love that. So whenever a brand is cruelty free and they don't perform, it just hurts my heart that much more to give a negative review. I already hate when I have to give a negative review, but then when it's cruelty free, it hurts my heart that much more. So, but that's what you got, unfortunately. And it really makes me sad. So, I hope it's going to be very helpful for you guys. You're about to see it all in action, and that's what I'm here for, is to put it to the test for you so you can see how it performs, how it looks, and then you guys can make up your minds, you know, after seeing it in action, whether or not it's worth it for you, if it's, you know, a color range that you're looking for, if it's something that you do want, and that way, you know, you don't have to waste your money or your trip to Sephora, you know, going and getting it, returning it. I order online all the time. My Sephora is like 20 or 25 minutes away, so it's not that big of a deal for me to go make a return in person, and I have quite the bunch of returns that I do have to make now from trying out so much. So I hope that I can help you guys out a lot by doing things like this if, you know, returns aren't so easily for you to be able to make, because like half of this has to go back. It just, I really think Pretty Vulgar is on the right track. They just launched too soon and they have a lot of tweaking they need to do in their formulation, because I just don't understand the blending. I don't. So anyway, if you guys want to see all of the swatches of everything, I swatched the palette, like I said, all of the bronzer, blush, all of that, all of the lippies, everything. If you want to see the liquid eyeliner in action and not in action, because I show you guys that, the lips, everything like that, then just keep on watching. So I finally got the entire set of the new line. I don't know if it's a new line, but the new line to Sephora, Pretty Vulgar. Every last piece came finally in like 6 boxes from Sephora. I have no idea. Maybe they had to ship from like all different distributing centers, but that's still not okay when I have flash shipping. I'm just pointing it out there. But I did get, as I showed you guys in yesterday's video, the Early Bird eyeshadow palette. Oh my goodness. I promise you guys, I'm going to give you an update. I slept like most of the day again. My body's just in a healing process, and then I've been working like so late till anywhere between 3 to 5 in the morning editing videos, and then I just crash, and I need to stop doing that because my body is still healing even from the surgery and everything else. So I just need to rewind and get back on schedule, but that's why you guys haven't had a full update yet, because by the time I'm finally done filming and then I get to editing the videos, it literally turns into 3 in the morning, and then here I am, I get another new launch, and then I gotta get it up, and it's like this continuous cycle. But hopefully tomorrow, I don't think I have anything new. Well, I've got a lot of new things. I don't know. It's coming. I promise it's coming, but you guys don't need to worry. It's 7 months out before I know anything for sure anyway, as a little like tidbit, but I will get to it, I promise. All right, so we have the Early Bird eyeshadow palette, and then I've got the Shimmering Swan highlighter, and they only released like one, I think. That's what, because I would have picked up multiples. And this is number 41 Glimmers of BS. So I guess this might all be Pretty Vulgar. And then number 16, Shameless Flirt, Make Them Blush. I really like the packaging on these. These are super cute. And then Bronzed Bee. I wonder what the B stands for. It's number 2, Son of a Bee. These are really fun though. I love it, and it's texturized, the metallic. And then I picked up their liquid eyeliner pen on point. Wow, there's nothing. Number 26, Top Secret. That's what that one's called. That looks really cool, like that calligraphy type of a pen. I like it. I'm into it. Then Bury Them with a Smile. I like that. Number 60, Backstabber. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's like teacups filled with roses. That is so pretty. All right, and then I picked up, I could not decide. There were so many liquid lipsticks that I got 4. 3 came like typical packaging. I can't explain this. Do you guys have any idea why I have one that has a sticky note with number 50 on it? No clue. It came like that. So I thought I would show you that. So the one that has a oh, by the way, this line is cruelty free. The one that has a sticky note on it says, oh, these all say my lips are sealed, by the way, and it is, oh my goodness, enjoy full coverage and metallic shine with my lips are sealed liquid lipstick. Our highly pigmented liquid lipstick is lightweight and glossy, yet long wearing, ensuring hours of pout perfection. And this one is in the shade 108. particularly sophisticated. I don't. And then we got 109, Brilliantly Sneaky. I am really digging these names. And then I have 103, Scandalous. I'm into it. And 107, Forget Me Not. Oh my goodness. So we're going to swatch everything. Let's start with opening up the palette. I love it. And the bird. Look at that. I really hope that that's still on here. And then, oh, they have what the shade names are on the back, and the ingredients are broken down on the back. So we have Tweaked, Wink, Chirp and Conquer, Rise and Shine, Ruffled, Unruffled, True Colors, Nest Egg, and Victory and Unveil. I love all these names that they came up with. Well, it's not the same packaging, but it is very nice. But that's too bad. But this is really sexy though. But I mean, huge difference. And then it has hashtag Free the Bird with a key. This is such fun packaging. Ooh. There we go. It does not fold over though. So that's a big bummer. The mirror does have a coat over it, and you can see your whole face, which is nice. You know, I think there may have been a second palette. I think I'm off my game lately, and there was actually 2 palettes. Like, I picked up both palettes with the new Urban Decay and forgot somehow to add the cheek palette. Then I think there were 2 eyeshadow palettes. And I didn't get the other palette, unless that's still coming tomorrow. All right, well, I'm gonna swatch these. Doesn't smell like anything. They look like really pretty colors though. And there's a nice copper. And there might be an ice pink in here. I might be able to do that. I have received an ice pink look. Or a request, so I might be able to do an ice pink look today as well. So we're going to swatch that. All right, let's look at the blush. Ooh, icy gold. It wants to come out. I don't think it wants to come out. This is gorgeous. Look at that packaging. That might be the prettiest blush packaging I've ever seen. That's the color. That's a really nice shade. Wow. I hope that they're all like that. All right, let's see what the highlight looks like. The highlight's a silver packaging. These are so pretty. Let's hope that's blinding. They did an amazing job on packaging. And the bronzer looks like it's a rosy coppery color. This is so nice. It looks like a nice shade too. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, let's see what the liquid eyeliner looks like. Oh my goodness. They really killed it on packaging. I really hope that this works out well. I'm so excited to see what all these look like now. Oh my gosh. That is such a fun lipstick. I'll swatch all of this for you guys too. I'm just so excited to see all of the packaging right now because this is gorgeous. Oh my god, this color. I don't even know if you guys can really fully make that out, but it's so pretty. This one is My Lips Are Sealed. Oh! this reddish orange color. Oh no, they're all called My Lips Are Sealed, sorry. That last shade I showed you was Forget Me Not. This is Scandalous. This is gorgeous. If these perform as well as the packaging looks, Brilliantly Sneaky. That's like a really nice peachy nude color. Oh my gosh. And then the last that has the weird number 50. It's just so strange. I've never had something show up like that before. This is such a nice rose. It's like a rose gold tones in it. That one is particularly sophisticated. Oh my goodness. Ah! All right, let me swatch these for you guys. So we'll start with the lipstick. It's very much a brownish, like nude color. There are like coppery hints in there. It's very creamy. I like that, and very pigmented, so that's really nice. Oh my gosh. All right, Scandalous. Going in with the red. Ooh. It's a nice doe foot applicator. I just got my nose. This smells really good. I don't even know what it smells like. It just smells delicious. Wow. This is pigmented and full coverage, but it seems like that's going to be really comfortable. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Brilliantly Sneaky. Oh my God. Yeah, this is a really nice peachy nude. That red is blowing me away. Oh my gosh. Forget Me Not. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm so in love. This is like the most beautiful, like, rose. These are stunning. Look at that. I can't get over that, the last one I just swatched, and that red. All right, and then the last one was particularly sophisticated. I think this is going to be gorgeous too. Yes, it is. This is like an everyday gorgeous, oh my gosh, gorgeous rose pink. Like petal pink, ballerina pink. I'm totally thinking of you right now, Janet. That's like a ballerina pink shade. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what these other ones look like. The bronzer. It's creamy. That looks good. Okay, that looks like a really nice bronzer. It's not ashy, it's not too warm, it's not cool tone. It blends fairly well, really easily. Okay, so the bronzer seems to be like it's going to be a hit. The blush, oh, I almost put my thumb in there. That would have been really sad. Oh, they're so creamy and there's so much pigmentation. I just started going to blend it out instead of starting with a swatch. Super smart. That is a really amazing blush color, but I like piled it on because I started blending it because I'm just like, duh. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. All of these are so beautiful. And talking over more products, more products, more products. I just want to get into the highlighter. Okay, here's the highlights. Oh my god, this is so creamy. This is the creamiest of all of them. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I just want to like, it has a really pretty like rose colors, rose tones in there. Oh my god, we are going to highlight. I will actually, because all of this is like new releases, I'm going to come back on camera for bronzing, blushing, and highlighting so you guys can actually see all of that gorgeousness in action. So all right, so I'm gonna get to swatching the palette and I will be right back. So I went row by row by row by row that way. And when I first thought that this I could use as an ice pink, this purpley shade actually looks way more like an ice pink than anything. And that rose gold is so freaking beautiful, and that copper is so gorgeous, but there is definitely inconsistencies in this formulation. Some are crazy creamy and others are just like a hybrid creamy formula. You know, they're not dry but not creamy. So there is inconsistencies, and it's not like the mattes are creamy and the metallics aren't. Some of the mattes are extremely creamy and some of the metallics are extremely creamy. Some of the metallics are a little bit dry. Some of the mattes are a little bit dry. So that is a little bit strange, but the shades are gorgeous and pigmented. So we have the first row, Tweet, a very, very light transition shade. Then we have a Wink, that is such a pretty champagne tone. On the viewfinder, to me, it's looking a little bit more icy, but it's very much champagne in real person. And then this is such a beautiful rose gold. I love how the rose golds are coming out. And then the next row, Rise, perfect transition shade. Shine, I love this metallic shade. See, on the viewfinder, this is looking like an ice pink color. This is called Ruffled, but this is like a pinkish champagne in person. It's not really pink, ice pink, so I'm not sure. And then Unruffled, awesome transition shade again. And then the next row is just two colors. This is Nest Egg and then True Colors, which to me, this looks a lot more ice pink in person. So I'm gonna try to do an ice pink look for that person that did the request for ice pink and see if this turns out to work. And if it doesn't, I will recreate another look. And then the last row, we have Victory, which is just a really nice deep chocolate color. Conquer, look at that copper. It is so gorgeous. And then this last shade, see, these two are a little bit patchy and they look the same on the swatch, but in person, Unveil has a reddish brown, where this is a true brown. It's just a chocolate brown, where this is a reddish brown, but the swatches are not translating that at all, which is where the inconsistencies come in. Everything else was like pure perfection, and then these two were really odd. So I can't explain it, but everything else is gorgeous. So that's where we're at. And I wanted to start testing out some of the liquid lips already too. So I popped on partially Sophisticated. No. Is that, yes. That one that was like more of a nudie rose color, not the peachy one, the one that was a little bit more rose tone, not that you can really tell with the reflection. And this is the most comfortable liquid lip I have ever put on. I know it's metallic and not everybody's into metallic, so that's really, hopefully they'll expand their line because that's really unfortunate. But This is such a creamy liquid lip, so we'll see how it holds up as we're doing makeup, because I know it looks funny too having a metallic lip with no makeup on, but I figured we may as well start putting it to the test and see if it holds up while doing makeup, while I'm drinking my water, everything else, so we can test this baby out. And I just went for the one that would be like kind of my more neutral go-to. So anyway, I'm going to go prep and prime my eyes because I have not done that yet, and then figure out a look, because these colors really are beautiful. This is it's so strange because you really have the best of both worlds. You have like so many gorgeous soft colors, but then you really also can create a deep dark smoky look and make it like gorgeous and copper and deep and brown, and just this is a well-rounded palette. It really is. So let's just see how it performs. So like I said, I'll go prep and prime and then I will be right back. Alright, so I prepped and primed using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I set it with some powder, and I tight-lined using my Ardency Modster pencil in black. So now we're going to go in with my Carity E31 brush. I don't know why I still feel the need to double check to make sure I'm telling you guys that right. And this is going to drive me crazy that it doesn't flip over while I'm holding it and working with it. Just pet peeves. You guys know this. But I've been drinking a lot of water while sitting here and talking, and this is holding up. It's not doing anything funny on the inside of my lips, and it is so comfortable and moisturizing. I cannot get past it that this is a liquid lip. Like, it is so creamy. Anyway, okay, so we're going to start with the first shade since we are going to try to do an ice pink look today. And like I said, if this is not what you had in mind, I mean, I'm just trying to make it work with the palette because I am behind on requests too. So if I can make it look with a palette and do it all together, if you wanted something that incorporates using like an ice pink glitter, let me know. I mean, I'm so happy to do it. My goal for tomorrow is to do that BH Cosmetics request using the orange, because I've been wanting to do that for her for about a week now. So, like, I think that request came in before my maybe even before my I don't know. Before my surgery. Maybe it's been a couple of weeks. It's just that there have been so many new releases. So I do need to do that request because that one came in before the other ones. It's just that I've been receiving palettes that I can fulfill other requests with as well, and then get them to you guys to let you know if it's worthwhile to go get it from Sephora before they sell out. Oh my goodness. All right, so starting with Tweet, the first shade, which is going to be a very, very light, but let's start building pinks. Now dipping into Rise. These are blending out really nicely, by the way. Now dipping into Unruffled. Same thing. Ooh, that one has some powdered kickback. That's the first one. Taking my MAC 242 brush and dipping into True Colors. I'm going to coat this baby really well, and then we're going to Milani her up. And I placed a Milani order online today, and they are sold out. So I'm going to have to use Fix Plus if my drugstore is also sold out, which is sad because this is way more affordable and works just as well. It is so pretty. Now using my same MAC brush, I'm going to dip into Ruffled, which is the one that looks ice pink, but to me on the swatch, it does not. Milani her up and put that on the inner corner. This is not coming onto the brush very well. Yeah, like it's champagne-y. It's not, I don't know, this palette is very inconsistent. All right, let's test out this liquid liner, which is so cool. I'm not blown away by this palette. Like, it's pretty and it's nice, but I'm not like wowed by it. I think it could be a lot more pigmented. The shimmer shades seem to be like a little bit patchy to me and don't pack quite enough punch. And I have to double check the price point on the palette, but I think it's like a typical palette. I don't think it was like inexpensive at all. So I don't know. The look isn't finished yet, but at this point I'm normally like blown away, and right now I'm not. So let's see how this baby does. Always scared to test out new liners. Wow, this is really liquidy. So that's nice. I feel like that would glide over glitter and shimmer like no problem. But now, can it do a wing? It's a little flexible, a little too flexible. Oh, I really like this actually. This is a win. So I like this and I like the liquid lips so far. So I'm going to finish up my other eye, do my foundation and like set it, contour, and then I will be back for bronzing, blush, highlight, and all of that. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, I had to come back on here. It is totally dried up already. I have put the lid on. I have just like shaken the crap out of it. Nothing is coming off on this side. It is just like flat out. Look at that. Let me do one eye, and then this eye was going so patchy, so I had to keep putting the lid back on it to shake it and go over it, and then it finally let me. And then when it came time to go do that line, there's nothing left. That was it. So I take it back. It was amazing for one eye. There's literally nothing left. And there's nothing you can do. Like, there's no twisting, there's nothing, even when you shake it, there's nothing to shake. So I'm gonna have to finish it up with another liner, and then I will be back once my face is done. I've never had that happen. I don't know if I just got a faulty one or if they're all like this, but just so you guys know, that's what I'm experiencing right now. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys one more update before I even get to foundation. The lip is like worn off. Do you see that there's like next to nothing left? And I have not eaten anything since starting this eye look. All I've done is drink from a straw. Like, there's a little bit, but a liquid lipstick. And I mean, the formula is totally different because it's so creamy and moisturizing. So it's not that stereotypical dry down matte liquid lipstick. But I think it still had a 4-hour claim on the box. I had to go look. I had like cleaned up the vanity before I started filming. So I'll double check before the video is over. But it's been like an hour. So, not impressed with any of this, really. I might as well give you guys an update. I realized that in order to try to fulfill this ice pink request, I have my Urban Decay Razor Sharp Longwear Liquid Eye Pencil, Liquid Eyeliner in Intergalactic. So this ice pink, so I did a double wing with that, so that way we could bring in some more iciness. And then I also used LA Splash Diamond Eyeliner in Pink Sparkles on the inner corners, so we could try to ice this up as much as possible. So that's why we have a double wing going on, and then all that glitter on the inner corner, so that way it's as icy pink as possible. But I'm still very willing to do another ice pink look. Feel free to leave that in the comments below. And then I popped on my Colored Rain Faux Mink lashes in Love Affair. I thought I would switch it up for you guys because I know I reach for my Elegance lashes all the time. And then I finished off my other line with my Tom Ford eye defining pen because it just, nothing would happen. I tried and tried and tried. Even after I gave you guys that update, I tried everything and it's done. So I think I'm going to be returning, honestly, all 4 of the liquid lips. Definitely this. Likely the palette. It just doesn't give enough payoff. I still have to go look up the price point. And I'll put on the lipstick after I do my foundation, so we can at least do a wear test on the lipstick after foundation is put on. And then let's hope that the blush, bronzer, and highlight is good. So I'm going to go do foundation and then I will be right back. Oh my gosh, I can't believe like how disappointing this has been. But at least you guys are aware. So foundation and then I'll be back. Alright, so I did my face makeup and good and bad things. So I tested out the Shiseido. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think it was Laura spelled it out for me on how to say it and I already forgot. But I tested out this baby and this is such an amazing foundation. I do have a little mini video for you guys on it. Just a quick little wrap up. It is so lightweight. You feel like you're wearing nothing. Like you slept on a moisturizer, it sunk into the skin, and that was it. And it is so buildable. You need a beauty blender though. It does not like a brush. This is the first foundation out of all the foundations I have tested out that I've come across that it wants you to use a beauty blender. So I had to go in because you could actually see the brush marks in the foundation, but it was no problem. I just used a dampened beauty blender and it blended out beautifully and the finish was so nice. And then I tested out one of the remaining setting powders that I have, and this wrecked everything. This is the Maybelline New Master Fix by Face Studio Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. It says that it sets, mattifies, blurs, and smooths. It broke apart the foundation like all up in here. It left my eye completely white under here. It broke apart the foundation all on my forehead. It gave me like crazy cake face. It settled into my fine lines. The only thing it did was actually set the face like on first try without needing a powder puff. But aside from that, this is one of the worst setting powders I've used yet. Now, I have amazing drugstore ones. Like I said in the little mini video I did, off the top of my head, the CoverGirl All Day Outlast, Flower Beauty, Coty Airspun, Fiona Styles. See, I just have like a huge pile over there of setting powders. And I've tested out so many, I can't remember all of them. They're just all like written down, and I have notes made on what sucked and what was amazing. But like those handful that I just listed off are so good from the drugstore. And I know that there's more that I tested out that are also really good from the drugstore, but stay away from this one. I'm so disappointed because the foundation, you'll see in that video how beautiful the foundation is, and this one just terrible. So now I've added on just a little bit of contour because it is time to put the bronzer to the test and blush and highlight, and let's hope for the best because this has been a very huge mixture of just fails and some wins and just, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in now. Oh, I didn't mean to pop on the lipstick, so we can test that out as well. But I will zoom you guys in and we're gonna get going on testing out the remaining products. All right, the lipstick is on and it feels really comfortable, really creamy, really moisturizing, and it's definitely pigmented. It has nice color coverage, so let's see how this wears. In the meantime, let's get to bronzing. I never like to tell you guys that I use the Tom Ford brush because I don't ever do it on camera, but I do use the Tom Ford bronzing brush. It's their number 05. It's just really expensive and is not necessary, and I've had it forever, and that's just what I use. So here we go. I tap that off. That is not blending out. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is like Ooh. My mirror was hitting the zoom in. Like, not good. This is quite orange toned. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not blending nicely. And it's like patchy. Like when you touch the brush to your face, it like wants to grab. And I'm really scared because you guys know I like to take the bronzer under my eye. I don't like the look on me of that highlighted triangle that a lot of people love to like brighten up that triangular area. I just don't like that look on me. But I'm really scared to take this bronzer under my eyes right now. I'm very happy that I can be like letting you guys know to stay away from this brand. I barely took any. This is a Morphe E48. Okay, I'm going to bake my contour line before we get into anything else because that's the only way to try to salvage this disaster. I use my RCMA powder for just baking contour line and my Morphe M439. Oh my god. I'm so sad too. Like, I literally wanted these to be like on display because it's so pretty. But I have way too many other bronzers that are just way too nice. Like, they just do a much better job. But I like really want to love this because the packaging is beautiful. I love this like vintage. Oh. All right, let's test out the blush. It's just so gorgeous too. I use a Morphe E4 for my blush. Ooh, that's a lot of kickback. Okay, I'm barely touching my face right now because that's pigmented, and I touched it like once and there's like that much kickback. I tapped it off as much as I could. That is as sheared out as you can possibly get this, because I like tapped it once, I tapped it off as much as I could, and then I started in the back. Like, I'm talking like I'm not putting any pressure, like just enough to touch the face. I just realized, I'm sorry I started on this side compared to this side. I usually do my face off camera, so I'm just not in the habit of I always do my right side first. And this is just all throwing me because this is just. And you're supposed to take a little bit of blush and kind of like even it out by like doing a little bit here and a little bit. And this is just such a disaster. I'm not even, like, they just are crazy pigmented, the bronzer and the blush, without having the blendability that they need to have with being so pigmented. I think the brand just launched too soon and didn't perfect their formula, because they're on the right track for sure. Like, the colors are pretty and they're there, and like the bronzer would not be orange at all if you know you could blend it out right. The blush is beautiful. But like, I mean, I tapped once and tapped it off and then barely touched my face. But like the liquid liner, not being able to, like, getting one eye done and that's it. And their liquid lipstick, it's lasting 1 hour. The palette not giving that much eyeshadow payoff. Like, it's just, I think they just weren't ready to launch. Oh, I so hate ad reviews. And they're cruelty free, so it makes me extra sad. Okay, it's time to try the highlight. This is definitely not like the worst thing I've ever done, but you have to work for it to blend, and you gotta work and work, and who has time to work that much to make it work? Alright, going in with the highlight. My Anastasia A23 brush, as soon as I can open the highlight. Okay, that's really pretty. That's blinding. Okay, well, let's highlight under the brow bone. I haven't filled in my brows yet. And I really need to tweeze. This is a Morphe M507. Holy crap, I did not realize they needed to tweeze that badly. That's so messy with the highlights. I'm gonna drag this down more just to make this even more icy pink. Kind of make this like more of a gradient eyeshadow into a highlight. Alright, I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera and then I'll wipe away my contour, spray my face, and I will be right back. Alright, so the highlight is definitely blinding and beautiful. So they get a win on the highlight, and the lipstick is so far staying strong and very moisturizing. It's not doing any of that funny ring business in the mouth, and I have chocolate in my teeth. Excuse that. I just noticed that. But the lipstick is good and the highlighter is really good. The liquid lip is kind of like a lip gloss. So if you guys are looking for like a metallic lip gloss that is super comfortable, then I think that those would be great for that. If they're not a liquid lipstick. I mean, you get an hour wear time out of it. So they just would be good as a liquid lip. I don't know if I just got a bad one of these. This is so good if you got more than one use, one eye out of it. I don't know. The blush and the bronzer, I realized I didn't bronze my neck, so I just did quickly. I was so thrown off by the fact that it was like patchy and like not blending and just, I don't know. I now feel like I have such extreme cake face. It's not. But we're gonna finish up this look, and I am going to play around with the palette some more. I'm not returning the palette right away. I need to return this though, and I'm not going to keep the bronzer or the blush. I might play with the liquid lips once I check the price point because they are really comfortable and I really did enjoy the feel of them. So depending on how expensive they are, those ones I might keep, just knowing that they're like a gloss where you need to be reapplying them. But in the meantime, let's get going on finishing up this lower lash line. So I'm going to take in the spirit of trying to keep this as ice pink as possible, my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in, why can I never find the name, of Violet Femme, and smudge, ooh, I have not used this baby yet either, and smudge this beneath the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take my Morphe M506 and Unruffled and smoke that into the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Smudge Brush number 11 and take True Colors. Smudge that around and Milani her up. Now taking that same LA Splash diamond eyeliner in Pink Sparkles, we're going to put some of that on the lower lash line, but just the inner corner part. I forgot to highlight the inner corners first. I have to let this dry, and then we're still gonna have to reapply the sparkle. I'm so distracted by my disappointment in how a lot of the products are performing. My mind is just like, why? All right, taking a Morphe M507 again and going back into their highlights, and I highlight the inner corners. Alright, this makeup look is complete. I'm just gonna go get dressed, do my hair, and I will be right back. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that this was helpful for you guys. I know that this was kind of a bit of a bummer video. Well, it was like all over the place because there was excitement and then there was a lot of letdown. And then there was excitement and then there was letdown. Like it was a bumpy video. And I guess that's what happens when you're putting so many brand new products to the test and new launches, and yeah, I don't even know what to say because I know that it was just like all over the place, and that makes me sad. But I hope that this was really helpful and informative, and that, you know, that if it was, then my job is complete, and that's what I'm here for. So I'm going, like I said, I'm gonna play with the palette a little bit more, and then I will keep you guys posted along the way with the palette. Maybe I'll try to create some more looks for you guys on camera with this palette, and go from there, because Sephora at least does not have like a time restriction of, you know, 15 days and you have to return it or you can't return it type of thing. So that's good, but I still cannot get over this. Like I can't get over this. I can't get over the bronzer and the blush, and I cannot get over how this is called a liquid lipstick when I got 1 hour out of it without eating. Oh my gosh. I'm blown away by so much of this. So anyway, that does it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if this was helpful, so I know that like this was still helpful, or if you liked it, if you still are happy with the look that I managed to pull off, anything. Please share this video to anybody that you think may be considering buying Pretty Vulgar, so that way they're a little bit more informed before they make a purchase, because I spent a pretty penny on all of this, which, I mean, at least thank goodness I can go get a refund, but it is still a pain in the butt to have to go get a refund. So if you know anybody that might be wanting to jump on this bandwagon and purchase from this new brand, please share this video and let them see these products in action and help prevent them from buying this unless it's something that they're into. Because like I said, I think the only good things are to consider the liquid lipstick as a gloss. The lipstick is great, the highlight is great, and the palette I think has potential. But it just depends if you want to spend. I think these were like 25 bucks a pop on a lip gloss. So anyway, that does it for this video. So thank you guys again so much for watching and bearing with. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.